So, if you guys hear that noise in the background, it's the fan. The fan. But I just wanted to come here to talk about how. Hold on. I briefly just wanted to talk about how I looked in the mirror earlier when washing my face, and yeah, sure. I looked in the mirror when washing my face, and I was thinking like, wow, self-care goes hand in hand with your spiritual upkeep. Even things as simple as taking out the time to just honor this body and thoroughly wash your face and dry. I wash my face. I've recently started. It's been going on for over a month now, but doing that every rising when I get up, taking out the time, or at least every day, but taking out the time to give myself a good facial cleansing. And I put my what do you call it? It's 11:11. But anyway, I put my facial cleansing stuff on and rinse my face, and then I do my serum and my shea butter. Keep it simple, but also just taking out the extra time to just stay consistent with my self-care. And I feel like since I've been doing that, not only have I noticed a better outer appearance of my skin and things like that, but I've also noticed that plays a large part, first and foremost, spiritually, because I feel like everything does start with spirit. But spiritually, I feel like I want to say trained my mind, but I have just got myself in the habit of like knowing that I need to take care of this body, because it's the vessel and the shell that carries my spirit and souls every day. So just doing the work to take care of this body as well, and just keeping that balance, because yes, I'm human, but I'm also a spirit, but as I'm here on earth, I must honor my human body as much as I honor my spirit. So yeah, I can feel like I know a lot, but no matter how much wisdom you have, I feel like you also have to, I don't know where I was going with it for real, but I was really just kind of thinking along the lines of, making sure you just keep your outer appearance, or take care of yourself outwardly as well. And not saying with makeup and shit like that, but yeah, you can do that too if that's what you like, what you enjoy, but just making sure you do take time out to make sure you look as healthy on the outside. Taking care of yourself spiritually also is a form of taking care of yourself physically. And I feel like they just coincide. It's the yin and the yang, especially while we're here in this earth realm. It's the yin and the yang. You have to take care of yourself spiritually. Let me plug this up for I don't got time, y'all. But yeah, like I really did. Oh heck no. I really did come to that realization as I was washing my face today, and just how important it is, like, just to create that ritual, that daily ritual of taking care of yourself. It's almost like taking a shower every day, or, just doing something, stretching every day, which I have not stretched in 2 days. So I have to put that on my to-do list. But number one, it's more of a challenge to do while I'm pregnant. I thought about this the other day. I was like, it's more of a challenge to do while I'm pregnant, but it's also, it's also not a challenge that I can't overcome. And I feel like me being pregnant shouldn't stop me from doing my yoga or anything like that. It should just simply be another milestone to reach, or whatever. How can I say this? My words, like, I'm working on my articulation, because I know sometimes I be sounding like a little funny, but anyway. But yeah, there's no reason to stop, because before I was being consistent for months, like every day, making sure I stretched and did yoga every day. And now it's like I'm getting back into that consistency, but I do have a couple of days or a few days where I might fall off and I'm like, okay, I gotta get back up. But that's cool though, as long as I remind myself and do the work to get back into that flow of things. And yeah, so I have, hold on, let me do it. But yeah, so log into here. Clearly I'm working again, but I'm still talking and expressing. Anyway, yeah, so I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, my excuse can be that I'm pregnant. I was like, no, it's not really an excuse. Just how it took willpower for you to be consistent when you was doing yoga before you were pregnant. It's the same thing. It's like even more of a well worth it challenge or battle to do it while you're pregnant. Like, you know, because I feel like this is one of the most important times. This body need to be stretched out to bring a baby into this world for real, or it's probably going to be more painful than what it has to be. But yes, so I have came to that realization, and I honestly am. I'm just doing the work, starting with my mind, well, my spirit first in my mind, and to just, you know, I gotta ask. Even with prayer, like sometimes I just gotta pray, like, can I please, God, please, or please help me get into the habit of and have the willpower, have the strength to just get up and do it, even at the times when I don't feel like it. Because a lot of times, you know, you may not feel like it, but it's what's best for you, and that's just that. So yeah, that's that along the lines of me making sure I take care of my body, because that's just, you know, yoga is. I realized a while ago, I had one of my friends, Miata, she came, it was 2018, and she came to my apartment in Charlotte on a full moon. I ain't really, this is before I was really, like, yeah, I was very much aware, but I had a whole different awakening after this night. Like, I did yoga for the first time. Like, I realized my body was tighter than ever. Like, I realized, like, me not stretching was one of the things that, I should have been doing all along. Like, and I felt that tension. I felt the, like, at the time I didn't realize, like, it's probably so much emotional tension within my limbs and within my bones or whatever, and stress and whatever, so forth else. But it was a lot. Like, my body was, and I still pop to this day, but no, that day, and I felt the pain of when it was like my hips, like, and I know we hold like a lot of emotional trauma in our hips or whatever, but that day I was opening up some shit, and from that day forward, I have just been much, much more different when it comes to just the wisdom that I've been able to receive, and the way my mind works. Like, I've just been a lot different spiritually, physically, all of that, in the best way. And I'm grateful for that day. I'm grateful for her coming that day, and just, because she really did. I was doing yoga before that, but I was doing like on YouTube, and just, it was really hard for me to be consistent with the stretches and stuff like that. But she came and she took us through a whole flow, and I was like, wow, like, this shit is really, wow. Like, literally, my mind was like, I had like a whole, like it was like a wow. Like, I stepped into a new realm, pretty much. Like, that's how I felt. And since that day. But yeah, yoga is definitely something, like, yeah, it's physical, but what we don't realize, it's very important to use your breath when stretching and things like that. And I feel like that's why, like, in the past, like, even when I was younger, I could not I'd do a workout, but I could not stand stretching, because, like, to breathe through that pain, or I wasn't breathing through the pain at the time, but to breathe through the pain that you may feel within your body while stretching and things like that, and to be able to, like, for as simple as hold it for 10 breaths, or 5 breaths if you can't do 10, 3 breaths if you can't do 5. Like, that's a big it creates a big difference. It shows a big difference, like, than rather just be like trying to do it and just okay, I gotta get up. Like, you gotta see it through. And in doing so, you'll hold, like, the way your body moves, or the way your body feels, the way your spirit and mind feels, it'll just be you'll be in a much better alignment spiritually and physically. And yeah, yoga is one thing that I feel like it starts with spirit first, and it's as simple as your breath. And yeah. But yeah, anyway, back to why I came on this video. I just realized just like how important it is for us to take care of ourselves, down to what we eat. I can't say I've been eating the best of the best of the best of the best while I've been pregnant, because I've been in my grandma's house for one. And number two, that's not really an excuse, but when she cooks, you know, I eat. If it's not pork, as long as it's not pork, then I eat it. Turkey, chicken, steak. She loves to cook steak, though. And she cook fish all the time. I don't, like me, while I've been pregnant, I haven't really been like so into fish. Not even like salmon or anything like that. I just kind of been like, fish, But, yeah, the steak, for a while, like in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was not fucking with it. It just sit on my stomach. Sometimes I still kind of feel it sit on my stomach, but now it's more like, oh, it actually tastes really, really good, like, to me now. And I just try to tell myself, you're getting the benefits of it. You're getting the iron. Whatever they say is in the steak, that's what you're going to get. So enjoy it. Because when I wasn't pregnant, I don't really crave red meat too much. Like, mostly I was eating turkey and things like that, which I know turkey has a lot of sodium, so, but it's okay. Like, I'm grateful for all the food that I eat, and I make sure I say that before I pray over my food. Well, while I'm praying over my food, I make sure I speak how much gratitude I have for this beautiful creature that had to sacrifice just for us to have this meal. I always make sure I give that honor to those beautiful creatures, even when it comes to eating eggs, because the hen laid those eggs, and now I got them. So I'm grateful. I just want to say thank you to that hen. Thank you to these fetuses that were in here. Like, you know, yeah, it may sound a little, but it's very important to give back that gratitude, because, you know, a lot of these animals were butchered in the shop. I can't say all the food I get comes from a local butcher, because it sure as freak doesn't right now. Or something like, or even like I did it myself, because I know I didn't. So half the time I know it probably came from some slaughterhouse, unfortunately. But I make sure I speak gratitude and healing into those spirits that had to go through those things, because, you know, it's kind of a hard thing. But I'm grateful that I have food to eat, and that they just had to be the ones to provide it. I speak my gratitude for sure, because yeah. And yeah, that's really all I really came to say. Just, you know, the other things just came along with what I was talking about, but making sure I do the work spiritually and physically, making sure I take the extra time out to take care of myself spiritually and physically. You know, we may think ritual is like, you know, doing some whole spooky deep shit, and I don't even want to call it spooky deep, but, you know, like lighting candles and rolling with your eyes to the back of your head and drawing circles and shit. But yeah, those are things too. But I have learned that rituals are as simple as taking care of yourself. That's the ritual, taking care of yourself, and doing that on a daily. That's creating a ritual, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing scary about that. It's nothing wrong with that. We do that. Like, even when you don't know, people be doing that. But, you know, I realize I know, so now I am moving accordingly, and I'm making sure I practice those rituals accordingly, those self rituals accordingly, because it's very important. It's very important. And yeah, I'm grateful, guys. I'm very grateful. And that's what I came here to say. I'm grateful. I have so much gratitude in my spirit, in my mind, in my body, in my heart, and I'll allow that to radiate on the outside of me as it flows freely and fully and wholly in the inside of me. Holy. Okay? Yeah. I wish, whatever, everybody that watches this event, for anybody that sees this, you know, I just hope that you are able to see your challenges through in a healthy way. You know, even like when you do have a hard time facing these challenges, may you have the strength and the willpower, and even call on God, the Most High Divine Creator, when need be, talk to your higher self, your Ori, talk to your higher self, and make sure you have that strong connection with the divine, so you can overcome the physical challenges that we may go through when trying to do things that are best for us, that are best for our spirits, that are best for our souls, and that are best for our bodies, you know. Just making sure we stay in alignment so that we do have the willpower. And always know that you do have the willpower. We do have the willpower to overcome these things, and, you know, just be great in life, you know. Ultimately, like, it don't always feel good, but it will be good. Okay? Balance, baby. And I'm honestly getting past the like I told y'all, I was surrendering. Sorry, I just said I'm going after this one, but I am honestly getting past the insecurity part and phases of this pregnancy, you know. And just within myself, period. Maybe it's like, I can't even say it's just the pregnancy. Maybe it's like things that are within myself that are just coming out, that the pregnancy illuminates while being pregnant. It's probably already been within me. So I'm honestly working through that in the best way, and I'm feeling good, you know. Fuck the face fat. I look good. I look the fuck good, bitch. And I feel good. So that's, you know, let's start rolling back. I feel good inside, and that reflects on my outside. It don't matter what nobody say. It don't matter what nobody think, but me. So that's why I changed my mind to make sure I know that you are beautiful inside and out, and that reflects on the outside. You know, you all the extra shit, you know, fuck it, man. You are good. You are good, astonishingly beautiful, gorgeous in each and every way. Who's calling me? Anyway, yeah, I'm getting over that, and I'm over it, and my confidence is starting to get in alignment with the divine too. Thank you. Peace.